Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Today is Plan and Play Day. This is the day of the week where we take a look at the different things that we have to plan for our homes, and then we reward ourselves with something fun to do afterwards. For me, Plan and Play Day can be a different day of the week. It does not have to be Tuesday. Typically, I do more of my planning on Thursday and Friday. But if you're looking for a way to get these routines into your schedule, pick a day that you can regularly do these things. On the blog this morning, I talked about menu planning. Menu planning is a big one for Plan and Play Day because a lot of us don't like to menu plan. I talk to ladies every week who have issues settling on a menu plan because they feel like they're tied to it. I recommend that you write out your menu plan in pencil or use little sticky notes, anything you can do to move them along. You don't have to write it in ink. It's not permanent. You can just do it however it works best for your schedule that day. But having a menu plan will allow you to grocery shop, get the items you need, and then you can make decisions throughout the week as to what you want to fix. You don't have to decide exactly what day of the week you're going to do each item. Write down 5 meals that you want to do and get the ingredients for it. Each morning during your morning routine, you can make a decision then. Today, around the house, for your zone mission, I want you to detail vacuum the living room. If you've got kids at home, enlist their help and get that furniture moved around, get up under there, vacuum baseboards, vacuum the fan blades, whatever you need to get that detail vacuuming done. Because when we do our home blessings, you're just vacuuming those middles. You're not moving furniture during the home blessing hour. And I picked detail vacuuming for the living room today for a reason, because Tuesday is the day that I put down to do my regular vacuuming. That way it all comes together at one time today. You may have to vacuum a few other areas, but you're going to be able to get that living room done and you're going to feel great afterwards. And the other thing that I suggest you do for home blessing today is dust. So I would do it in the order of dusting, then vacuuming, and then I would move things around and do the detail vacuuming under the furniture. And that's the order I would use. Then if a few things ended up back in the middles after moving furniture, then I would go back and re-vacuum just, a few small areas. I don't have a lot of carpeting in the house though. We have a one area rug and the rest of it is laminate flooring. But that doesn't mean we get out of sweeping underneath that furniture. We still slide the furniture and detail clean under it. So it's not a free pass if you don't have carpeting. Get under that furniture today in your living room and clean. If you can use a flat broom or the FlyLady sweeper, stick it under there and pull that stuff out. It shouldn't be difficult unless your furniture sits really, really low to the ground. My furniture sits up pretty high. So it's not very difficult to slide something under there to do that detail cleaning. For today's meal, we're going to have Taco Tuesday. That's one that the boys request often, and it's an easy meal. It doesn't take a whole lot to do taco meat. And I can still eat gluten-free and have the taco meat on my salad and have my dressing, and I'm good to go. I've had protein and vegetables, and then they've got their taco shells and their extra little things they like. I've got a few avocados, so I'm probably going to make some homemade guacamole too. I really love guacamole, and it's a good healthy fat for you. It's very filling, and this week I'm working on making sure I eat very healthy and get in the nutrients I need because my marathon is this weekend. My 6th marathon is Saturday, so I know the food that I'm eating this week is building my body for Saturday. So I'm going to stay gluten-free, eat healthy, make sure I have a sweet potato every day because that's a really good complex carbohydrate with a lot of nutrients that's really good for my body. So I'll make sure I have my sweet potatoes, and then the boys will have some of their fun foods. We work it out where everybody's happy. That family meal time is the other thing I talked about on the blog today. You want to have this family meal time regularly in your schedule because this is your time to communicate with each other. This is when you're building those skills in your kids for talking. If you've got young kids, they're going to learn to wait their turn to talk. They're going to learn to not talk with food in their mouth. I remember there was a stage of life when my boys were really young, and I went through manners with them. And so we talked about manners at the dinner table. But dinner time is a time for us to just connect as a family. And it's a time for my husband to hear how the day has been. And that's just something that I enjoy doing. And I know some of you struggle with that because of activities in the evening or because of your husband's work schedule. But pick a meal of the day. It does not have to be dinner. A friend of mine, her husband works second shift. Their big meal each day was lunch before he went off to work. In the evening, she and her daughter just ate a really light meal. It doesn't matter if it's a lunch meal, breakfast meal, or dinner. Find that time each day when you can sit down as a family, connect, talk, and just enjoy eating together. Now that I have 3 out of the house, it's such a privilege, and I'm just so excited when I have everybody together and we get to eat together. And we don't hardly fit around our table, but at least we're all in the same room together. So really work at that menu planning if you're struggling, and your family meal time. They're very important things. They build your skills, they build your family, and you can include your kids in menu planning and in cooking. So it all comes together if you just sit down first and plan that menu. Ask for ideas. Write down 10 meals from suggestions with your family and rotate those 10 meals over 2 weeks. It's really not that bad once you get into the habit. It's that first step, and you want it to go great, and you want everything to be perfect, and you want nobody to interrupt. Just sit down and work for 5 minutes on that menu plan. It's not very hard, really. You can use sticky notes and put it on the calendar, or you can just write it in pencil on a calendar page, which is what I do. Enjoy your Tuesday. I've got a few things I've got to work on today to get me ready for the weekend. So I've got my little to-do list ready. There's 3 things on it that I really want to accomplish today, besides my routines. So let me know how you're doing today and if your menu plan is in place for the week. And I will talk to you guys in the morning.